Let's begin our user information gathering with some basic email harvesting. In this case, we'll use the harvester, which gathers emails, names, subdomains, IPs, and URLs from multiple public data sources. We can run the harvester with -D to specify the target domain and -B to set the data source to search. We found some email addresses, one of which appears to be new to us. We've also found some new subdomains of megacorp1.com. This is a good reminder that information gathering is not always a neat linear process. We may be looking for information on users and find something else about our target. This is one reason it's important to keep good notes. Password dumps. Malicious hackers often dump breached credentials on Pastebin or other less reputable websites. These password dumps can be extremely valuable for generating word lists. For example, Kali Linux includes the RockU word list generated from a data breach in 2009. Checking the email addresses we found during Email harvesting. Let's begin our user information gathering with some basic email harvesting. In this case, we'll use the harvester, which gathers emails, names, subdomains, IPs, and URLs from multiple public subdomains. Emails, the harvester, which gathers email names, subdomains, IPs, and URLs from multiple public data sources. We can run the harvester with -D to specify the target domain, and -B to set the data source to search. We found some email addresses. one of which appears to be new to us. We've also found some new subdomains of megacorp1.com. This is a good reminder that information gathering is not always a neat, linear process. We may be looking for information on users and find something else about our target. This is one reason it's important to keep good notes. Password dumps. Malicious hackers often dump breached credentials on Pastebin or other less reputable websites. These password dumps can be extremely valuable for generating word lists. For example, Kali Linux includes the RockU word list generated from a data breach in 2009. Checking the email addresses we found during user enumeration against password dumps can turn up passwords we could use in credentials. Social media tools. Just about all organizations now maintain some sort of presence on social media. The information a company posts on social media can be very useful for us. We could, for example, use this information to identify potential employees and gain more information about the company and its operations. There are various ways to gather this public information with several tools we've already discussed, such as ReconNG and the Harvester. Let's explore a few additional tools. Social Searcher. Social Searcher is a search engine for social media sites. A free account allows a limited number of searches per day. Social Searcher can be a quick alternative to setting up API keys on multiple, more specialized services. The search results will include information posted by the target organization and what people are saying about it. Among other things, this can help us determine what sort of footprint and coverage an organization has on social media. Once we've done this, we may choose to move on to using site-specific tools. Site-specific tools. There are two site-specific tools that we may want to familiarize ourselves with. 2Fi scans a user's Twitter feed and generates a personalized word list used for password attacks against that user. While we will not run any attacks during passive information gathering, we can run this tool against any Twitter accounts we've identified to have a word list ready when needed. 2Fi requires a valid Twitter API key. LinkedIn to username is a script for generating username lists based on LinkedIn data. It requires valid LinkedIn credentials and depends on a LinkedIn connection to individuals in the target organization. The script will output usernames in several different formats. Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is a website for developers to ask and answer coding-related questions. The site's value from an information gathering perspective is
rent due with self-pay rent
questions a given user is asking or answering. If we can reasonably determine a user on Stack Overflow is also an employee of our target organization, we may be able to infer some things about the organization based on the employee's questions and answers. For example, if we found a user that is always asking and answering questions about Python, it would be reasonable to assume that they use that programming language on a daily basis, and it would likely be used at the organization where they are employed. Even worse, if we find employees discussing sensitive information, such as vulnerability remediation on these types of forums, we could discover unpatched vulnerabilities during this phase. Information gathering frameworks. We'll wrap up this module by briefly mentioning two additional tools that incorporate many of the techniques that we have discussed and add additional functionality. These tools are generally too heavy for the work we'll do in the labs, but they are valuable during real-world assessments. OSCP framework. The OSCP framework includes information gathering tools and websites in one central location. Some tools listed in the framework cover more disciplines than information security. The OSCP framework is not meant to be a checklist, but reviewing the categories and available tools may spur ideas for additional information gathering opportunities. Multigo. Multigo is a very powerful data mining tool that offers an endless combination of search tools and strategies. Multigo's learning curve can be steep, and it is frankly overkill for this module, but its impressive capability warrants an introduction. Multigo searches thousands of online data sources and uses extremely clever transforms to convert one piece of information into another. For example, if we're performing a user information gathering campaign, we could submit an email address and through various automated searches, transform that into an associated phone number or street address. During an organizational information gathering exercise, we could submit a domain name and transform that into a web server, then a list of email addresses, then a list of associated social media accounts, and then into a potential password list for that email account. The combinations are endless, and the discovered information is presented in a scalable graph that allows easy zoom and pan navigation. Multigo Community Edition, or Multigo CE, is included in Kali and requires a free registration to use. Wrapping up. In this module, we explored the foundational aspects of the iterative process of passive information gathering. We covered a variety of techniques and tools to locate information about companies and their employees. This information can often prove to be invaluable in later stages of the engagement. Active information. Passive information.
I'd be lying.